LSU.
You know, I've had this hat for a while, and I've never worn it, and this felt like the week. They finally did something worth celebrating. And
what did they do?
They fired Brian Kelly, which I think is rad.
Red Sox fans have longed to hear it. The Boston Red Sox are world champions. Wycheck. The 3-2 for the winner.
I always wear the same. I always wear 47 brand hats, like the same like style. And they have a thing where you can, not sponsored by 47 yet. Hit me up
soon.
But they have a thing where you can like buy for like a discount. You can buy just like whatever random hat they send you. And that's how I end up with like a lot of these
random hats. Yeah.
So I got this one. And I was like, LSU. God, I don't know. But this week felt like the week to truck this one out.
I'm just noticing all the white in my beard.
I wasn't going to say anything.
And my brother this weekend got called Grandpa.
Whoa.
But
how old is your brother?
He's a lot older than me. He's a lot older.
Well, how old?
He is 47.
Okay. If it starts with a 4, I don't.
Then
we don't need to be calling anybody Grandpa. Jeez.
Yeah, he is actually. Well, how old is he? No.
What's concerning that you
1977.
Yeah, he's 48 this year. If he's 47, if he hasn't had his birthday.
Yeah, 48. I
mean, he's like the same age as Tom Brady, basically.
Yeah, that's true. But rich people doesn't count. They age different because
they age. They just start to look more and more like aliens and skeletons.
That's something.
At least in Tom Brady's case. I wanted to ask you a question.
Yeah.
So, it's been noted on this podcast you're not much of a baseball fan, right?
No,
is that fair to say?
No, but I did. So I didn't even know there was a game on until
All right.
you texted me about it, and then I was like, "How long was this game?" And then I looked at how long the game was. Was it like 6 hours and like 40-something minutes?
I can tell you exactly how long it was. It was 6 hours and 39 minutes.
That's crazy.
Started a little after 8 p.m. here on the East Coast.
That's 3 football games, really.
Ended a little before 3 a.m. here on the East Coast.
Did you watch the whole thing?
So I was flipping back and forth between it and Monday Night Football, which an entire
until
football
it
game.
got bad.
I mean, the Monday Night Football game started after
8:15.
this game started and ended hours before, like several hours before.
Yeah.
And then I was pretty locked into it until I fell asleep somewhere around the 15th inning. So I did not see the end of it, but
was it 18 innings?
18 innings, yeah. So 2 baseball games.
2 baseball games. They're probably not even tired. Except for the pitchers.
No, they're tired.
I think they're tired.
I wanted to ask you, do you know who Shohei Ohtani is?
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Of course. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, last week
great. I know that.
Last week you didn't know who Anakin Skywalker was. And
I did not.
I don't know what would have been more devastating.
I didn't look into it after that. I wasn't even curious enough.
You didn't look into it.
I didn't even do a Google search after that.
It's like, I need to look into this Anakin Skywalker guy. I want to nerd out about Shohei Ohtani for a minute because what he's doing it's truly unlike anything we've seen in the sports world in our lifetime.
Did he pitch last night?
He did not, but he is pitching tonight.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. Okay, let me tell you. Let me tell you about Shohei Ohtani. He reached base 9 times last night. So he batted 9 times, and he got on base all 9 times.
It was 2 games.
Listen.
Okay.
He hit 2 home runs.
That's nice.
He had 2 doubles.
Yeah.
They intentionally walked him 4 times.
Nice.
And they just regular walked him once.
Nice.
So, players who have reached base 9 times in a game.
Let me give you the list.
Give me the list.
Barry
I know you know
Bonds
off the top of your
needs
head.
to be on this list.
No.
No?
No,
That's
this
crazy.
is something that has not happened since 1942.
They didn't even play bit. They were
World War
it was
II.
sticks at that time, right?
It has not happened
swinging
since
sticks?
before D-Day.
Were they
Okay.
throwing underhand in those days?
No, the game hasn't changed that much. But it was 1942. Johnny Burnett did it.
Okay.
For Cleveland.
Yeah.
Or no, sorry, Stan Hack. I'm getting ahead of myself. Stan
Okay.
Hack did it in 1942. Sorry, I know everyone was probably screaming, hearing me say the wrong name. Johnny Burnett did it in 1932. So let me get that straight. He did it for Cleveland, and Max Carey did it for the Pirates in 1922. That's the only times it's ever happened.
Wow.
History of baseball. It's happened 4 times now, and this was in Game 3 of the World Series. He's the first player to have 4 extra base hits in a World Series game since Frank Isbell did it. Do you want to guess what year? Do you want to guess what year the last time someone had 4 extra base hits?
1963.
1963. No, it was 57 years before that. 1906.
That's crazy. Yeah.
119 years ago. I have more.
Yeah, give me more.
He's the first player to have 12 total bases in multiple games of the same postseason. First time that's happened in the history of baseball. Only one other player has had multiple 12 total base games in their postseason career. Do you want to take a guess at who that player was?
Postseason?
Postseason.
I like to guess Barry Bonds on any of these things because he's just the best I've ever seen.
That's a solid guess.
But
no,
because it's playoffs, I'm going to say It's not him. So
it's not. 2 games with 12 total bases.
Is that Ortiz or something like that?
It is Babe Ruth.
Oh, Babe. I should have guessed Babe.
Yeah,
because when it's not Barry Bonds, it's Babe Ruth.
And really, Babe Ruth's the only comparable player because
to
he
Ohtani?
was the best hitter. Yeah, he was the best hitter of all time. Many will say, and he was
I'm going to get ejected from sports if I tell you what I think about Babe Ruth.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, you can be wrong. That's fine. But he was great. But he was a very good pitcher also, and that's not a thing.
That's true.
It's just not a thing.
Yeah, because he was doing both. I get it. Yeah.
And it's not only that he's doing both. Like saying that is almost
Ohtani is great.
Dismissive.
I was just sort of saying Babe Ruth.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but Shohei Ohtani literally he's like one of the better pitchers in baseball too. Yeah. Like he's top 10 easily. Maybe people would quibble with that. It's not, but he's and he's the best hitter. He's won multiple MVPs now.
He's great. He's great. Yeah.
He's the greatest baseball player ever, and it's not close.
If you did a baseball draft, all-time baseball draft, yeah, where would he?
First? No question.
Because he can pitch close. Also. Because he does both. I mean,
even just as a hitter, he's up there. Like top Hall of Fame. If he was just a hitter, he's a Hall of Famer. He's just a pitcher.
Yeah, baseball Hall of Fame's sort of dumb though. But if you know what I mean,
I agree. No, I do agree.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I guess what I'm saying is Barry Bonds.
Ridiculous.
Barry Bonds is. I've never really watched baseball, but I would tune in to watch his at bats because first of all, he was swinging a toothpick. That thing looked like a toothpick on him, and I just never seen everything was gone by good night.
Or he was getting intentionally walked. And Shohei is the first, he's the first player since Bonds that has commanded that kind of respect.
Yeah.
And is that intimidating and is that good?
Well, also he's a good dude. Which
seems like
I don't know that Bonds had that element, but this dude's a pretty good dude. There's a video on Instagram of him getting pegged 3 times and he doesn't go attack the pitcher. He calms his bench down. He's just emotionally mature.
Yeah.
Good dude. Also, I think part of it's probably cultural, coming from Japan, that sort of respect aspect of the game.
So one last thing on him. after the game, he was interviewed, and he's still interviewed through an interpreter, which kind of elevated the comedy of this moment. But they asked him like how he felt about the game, how he felt about the fact he's going to have to pitch tonight. And he said, I want to go to sleep as soon as possible, which I think is the way we all felt.
Nice.
Having watched that game.
Where was that game?
So.
Where was the game?
It was in Los Angeles, Dodger Stadium.
Okay. And tonight's also going to be in LA.
Yep.
Okay,
yep.
So they don't have to travel.
So it's 2-1 Dodgers.
But,
I mean,
so they won the World Series last year, right? Really without him doing major stuff.
Yeah, I mean, he was not hitting as well as he is this year, and he also didn't pitch at all last year because he had elbow surgery.
Yeah.
Okay, but I mean,
but it's good to see him. You know, you want the best players of the sport doing their best things in the biggest games.
He might save baseball.
You think single-handedly?
I mean, he's the most.
There's other good players
electric
in baseball
player. For sure. Yeah, and most of them are on the Dodgers, but he is just like.
Should I be a Dodgers fan? Like I'm up for sale for baseball. I don't like any
be a Dodgers fan.
Yankees?
I mean, don't be a Dodgers fan now. You can't be a Yankees fan.
Why can't I be a Yankees fan? I'm from New York.
Because it's the Yankees.
Yeah, but
be a Mets fan. Be a Mets fan if you're gonna
listen. I can only one loser franchise. You're
from upstate New York though,
upstate New York.
You can kind of just assimilate.
This is Yankees and Red Sox territory.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could just assimilate into being a Red Sox fan.
No. No. Are you kidding me?
Okay.
Well, okay, listen, growing up, so I'm not a baseball fan, but I'm such a sports junkie that I would tune in to like special things. So like when Mariano Rivera would come onto the field to close a game, like World Series or like big playoff game against the Red Sox, like I would tune in. Like I saw the one where he gave it up. Who was the dude?
You're talking about 2004?
I don't know. It was sort of like a mid player for the Sox. He got like a
2004. Yeah,
they won.
Kevin Millar led off the inning against Mariano Rivera. He was pinch run for by Dave Roberts, who is now the manager of the Dodgers. And then Roberts stole second, and then I think Bill Miller knocked him in to tie the game. That game went like 13 innings, I want to say. That's not the game. That's
not the game that I'm thinking of.
2001, the Diamondbacks and Yankees were in the World Series, and Mariano Rivera gave up a bases-loaded bloop single to Luis Gonzalez that won the series in Game 7. That was another time Rivera blew it. Are you thinking David Ortiz? David Ortiz hitting it?
No. It's like, I'll know this name when it comes to me.
It wasn't Bill Miller? It wasn't?
No.
It was a playoff game with Boston.
It was a playoff game. Yeah, it was a big playoff game.
I gave you so much right there. And
yeah. I don't know. But I would tune into that. I would tune in to watch Pedro pitch sometimes.
Pedro
was great.
Was great. Yeah.
And I tuned in to some of those Yankees Red Sox games.
So the thing about that era is like a 9-inning game between those teams, at that time.
Mm-hmm.
A 9-inning game would regularly be like 4 hours.
Oh yeah, because now they got the play clock sort of.
Yeah.
Pitch clock.
Yeah.
What is it
like
called?
Last night it was like
this thing would have been 12 hours long back in the day.
Yeah, like I'm looking now. They played a 14-inning game. Game 5 of the 2004 ALCS went 14 innings, and it was just shy of 6 hours. So 4 fewer innings.
Yeah.
Red Sox won that one on a walk-off David Ortiz home run. Friend of the pod, Mike Held, if you're listening, that one's for you. All right, so I stayed up watching that game. I'm exhausted. I just want to go to sleep as soon as possible. Part of the reason why it's nice that the World Series has been so exciting is because the NFL this past week was dreadful.
No.
It was one of the worst weeks.
Why?
Of all time.
Pretty good. Okay.
You're too focused on one game.
Hey, listen,
your Bills rocked the Panthers 40-9.
Yeah, they ran the ball.
Can I just tell? I'm going to read off.
Yeah.
This is the margin of victory of every NFL game this week. Okay, you ready?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
27, 24, 1. That's a pretty good game, right? 19, 18, 31, 14, 11, 20, 20, 24, 10, and 21.
See, I was going to say, though, it is a year where comebacks are a thing. Like, we have, I think, as far as, like, I don't know the stats on this, but as much as I remember, there's more late game comebacks as we've
I think that's
seen.
fair to say, yeah.
Right? Like last week, Giants, Denver.
Right.
I mean, of course, Bills, Ravens. Like, I just feel like there's been a lot of late game comebacks.
Sure, yeah, it didn't happen
No
this
one
week.
came back this week.
No one came back
Except
this week.
for the
it was
Jets.
Just...
The Jets came back a little bit. They were down 14.
They came back a little bit. It was a 14?
Yeah.
I mean, that was the best game of the week, and it was Joe Flacco versus Justin Fields. Oh, yeah, the Jets scored 23 points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
They're like the best fourth quarter team in the NFL, mostly because they're playing from behind. No, I'm serious, though. If you look at, like, their EPA per play, like, they are among the top offenses in the third and fourth, in the second half of games.
Is it because the other team has their backups in?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, literally,
their running back
that's
throw
why.
a touchdown.
That was sick.
That was good. That was amazing.
That was so sick. So and he might get traded.
I felt like it was. You think really?
It's possible.
To where?
I don't know. They've been talking about it. No, I'm looking. Okay, I just looked it up. But EPA per play. If you look
fourth quarter
total game, like on offense, like just overall, the Jets are ranked 24th. If you look at just the fourth quarter, they're second. Only the Broncos are better, and that's probably weighted heavily.
Their starters are better than the other team's backups. No, they've been in some. You know what? They've been in tight games though, because they've been in tight game against Pittsburgh week 1. That was tight.
That's the list.
No, they've been tight game Cincinnati. That was tight. Did I say Pittsburgh? Tight game. Wait. They were in another tight game.
I mean,
were they in a tight game against the Patriots? Tampa was a tight game.
They very nearly came back and won that game. But
That's three really tight games.
Okay, okay.
That wasn't tight, and they cut it.
Going into the fourth quarter, it was 26-6.
Yeah, but Tampa didn't have their backups in.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
Okay, no, but look, that's pretty.
They played close games.
I'll be honest. Also, I'm not obviously. Why would I root for the Jets? But I'm glad to see them. One of my friends is a Jets fan, and they texted me. And they're like, "Oh my God, the Jets are gonna win!" And then I looked at the time left. It was like 1:30, and Cincinnati was getting the ball. It's like there's still time for them to lose.
There's still time. Yeah, I'm actually surprised they didn't lose.
I'm surprised they held on to that. Yeah, but I'm glad. I mean, every team should win one game. Like the fan base, you can't go defeated. Like, come on, they're not a 0-17 team. That's would have been sad. Also, nice for them to win.
Has 0-17 happened? I don't think so. I think
it's happened.
I think 0-16 has happened twice, but I don't.
0-17 hasn't happened. Yeah, 0-16 has happened. Yeah, defeated. I used to joke when the Bills were in their drought years. I would come into season sometimes just being like, I hope we go defeated.
The Cowboys nearly did. They had a 1-15 year.
I hope we go defeated.
Yeah. It's very hard to do.
This was a good, I'm glad they won, especially, with Nick Mangold and the passing of Nick Mangold, which was just sad. I don't know if we want to talk about that. This isn't a real sad sport, but I will say,
I don't want to talk about that.
Okay, well, can I just say that because I used to watch Ohio State with my best friend growing up. His dad was a big Ohio State fan, so we would watch old tapes of Ohio State in addition to the weekly games. And I watched Mangold there.
Yeah,
followed him through the Jets. I mean, he was a great player, and
there was a darkly funny
pretty
moment
cool, dude. Yeah,
on Red Zone where they were talking about his passing, and they played this weird like piano track that I've never heard them play before, and it was just like kind of took me out of it.
The music was bad,
and then like I was feeling bad. I was like, I shouldn't be so cynical about this. A person died, and they're doing their best to like honor it. And then I kid you not, it cut straight from that into like a loud DraftKings promo.
Oh God.
It was literally like, he passed away. He was 41 years old. DraftKings will give you bonus bets from Power Hour if you place a bet. And I lost it.
Man.
It was so darkly funny. Anyway. Yeah.
Great player. The Jets, by the way, can I say, they've drafted some great centers. Like we talk about, some teams can just like the Bears can draft linebacker. The Jets can draft center. Kevin Mawai, Nick Mangold.
Yep. If only they could draft someone for the center to snap it to.
Yeah, no, they can't. Not everybody can. Most
happy
teams
for Justin
can't.
Fields, though, getting called out by
the owner. What did the owner say?
Something. I mean, he wasn't wrong. But he said, what did he say? I don't like Woody Johnson, but he wasn't wrong.
What did he say?
I can't remember what he said. He said they can't complete a pass or something like that, which
was
that
really
just objectively true?
Justin Fields?
I mean, yeah it is, but
because he's the quarterback.
Because
they completed passes.
I mean,
this
Brees
week.
Hall completed one this week.
Brees did, but Fields threw for like 2 something.
Yeah,
and he had some nice runs too. I mean, if he plays like that, they'll win a couple more games. Probably.
I mean, it was against probably the second worst defense in the league.
Cincinnati. I mean, I don't know. If Burrow had lost that game like that, 39-38, people would be calling for heads. They'd be like, "Oh my God, they can't support Burrow. They got to support Flacco." That's what I'm saying. Support Flacco.
That felt unnecessary.
Yeah, well, because no one does it when it's like Joe Flacco. He scores 38 points. No one's like, "Oh my God, why can't they support Joe Flacco?"
No, people are calling for Zach Taylor to get fired.
No, they shouldn't. Zach Taylor is an offensive coach. He's doing good. They shouldn't have fired their defensive coordinator, who's actually a good defensive coordinator.
Did they fire him, or did he just leave? They fired him?
No, they got rid of him. He's one of the better defensive coordinators in the league. Where is he now? He's at a team whose defense is playing well. Guarantee it. Amarillo? Anarumo?
He's... Where are you, Lou? Oh, he's in Indianapolis.
Yeah, look at that.
They haven't been... They've been pretty good.
Pretty good?
They've been pretty good.
Pretty good? Looks like he can coach defense.
Wow. Oh, man, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. All right. What are we doing here? We talked about Shohei.
This was a run week. Did I say that? This week felt like a running week. A lot of running. Like the Bills ran. It was a running game week. Bills ran for a lot. Colts ran for a lot. A lot of running in the Denver game. Did you watch the Denver Cowboys game?
I don't.
Did that happen?
I don't think that was a game this week. I don't think Cowboys played this week.
The Cowboys.
It was probably. I'm pretty sure they didn't play this week.
It was the Bills, all white uniforms. They were.
Yeah. They're 0-1.
No, that game was like they were down like 10 or 14, and then all of a sudden they were not. It got bad.
That game was never. I was the thing that made me the most upset about that game was at the end of the first half. It looked like we were gearing up for a Brandon Aubrey 70-yard field goal attempt.
Ooh,
and the thin air of Mile High. And
nice.
But instead we got a Dak Prescott interception.
Nice.
So that didn't happen. And it's
a lot of bad situational football at the end of halves this week. Andy Dalton took a sack again with no time left.
The Bears also.
What did the Bears do?
They totally mishandled the end of the first half. And it's the second time in 2 weeks where a team has mishandled the clock at the end of the first half, and they've had to run out the kicker without, a stoppage
with the
of play.
Clock running,
Which the biggest problem with that is
Carolina
can't swap
did
in,
the same thing.
Right. They can't swap in the K ball. When they do that.
Really?
So they're kicking like a regular ball, not the...
Oh my
not
God.
The
That's why
special,
the kick looks so bad.
Yeah, not like the special like
softball.
Beat up softball
Hammered.
that the kickers use.
Yeah.
So that makes a big difference especially when you're attempting like a 55-yarder
with pressure. With the clock
and
running.
You're rushing out there, and so So the Bears mishandled that.
Kickers and like all the specialists are, and any athlete really, they're all such creatures of habit. And so when you get one thing out of the loop on that thing, I think it could screw up the whole chain.
Yeah. Another story this week. Did you hear about the Ravens with their injury report shenanigans?
No, but I did. They won a game without Lamar.
They
That's
did win a
great.
game, and it makes you wonder why was
Thursday.
Cooper Rush. He is supposed to play Thursday. It makes you wonder why they were even bothering with Cooper Rush. Like,
what did they?
It didn't really make sense when they started him instead of Snoop Huntley, because Snoop Huntley, they can kind of insert a Lamar-esque game plan. He's also a guy that took them to the playoffs once before.
Yeah,
he's a former Pro Bowler,
and it's not like Rush has been playing well.
No, he's been terrible.
Hasn't. Yeah,
and I mean that's why they went with Huntley this week. But
so what's the injury?
Well, I think it was Friday. I want to say the injury report said that Lamar Jackson was a full participant in practice. So everyone was like, "Oh, it looks like Lamar's going to be back this week," and that was kind of the expectation. Like the betting line was like Ravens minus 6.5. I want to say 5.5, 6.5, something like that. And they reported him a full participant. Come to find out, he was a full participant with the scout team on Friday.
That's fine.
Which does not count as being a full participant. It counts as being a limited participant, which sounds like a minutia thing if you're not dealing with this every week. But NFL teams are dealing with injury reports and reporting what is happening.
Let's say he didn't practice with the scout team. So I guess he was trying to help the defense there. The defense stinks anyways. And maybe giving them a good Caleb type of look, right?
Sure, yeah.
So, but let's say he didn't play with the scout team. If they just listed him as limited, I don't have a problem with him not playing because it's a Friday practice. It's not
the problem is
big practice.
Yeah, they straight up lied on the injury report though, because they listed him as a full participant, which the injury reports are made for, on one hand, for the opposing team to have an idea of it's a competitiveness thing to have an idea of what players are going to be available for each team,
but also for
even
betting.
more so, it's for betting. Like betting is betting is why those exist, and and the timing of it was not great given the NBA betting scandal that broke last week.
Yeah,
where this exact thing was happening in the NBA, where players were kind of not being reported correctly on injury reports and being sat for games, and that information was leaking out to other people who could make bets based off of that, kind of like an insider trading, essentially, with gambling. So it was bad timing in that respect.
But this sort of screws gamblers up, unless you had inside information. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Unless you knew that Lamar is not playing. But
right, which if you play it out, if you think about the scenario. The reports are Lamar's playing. The betting line is Ravens minus 6.5, right? With the expectation that Lamar is going to play. As soon as it was revised, so on Saturday it was revised that he was a limited participant in the Friday practice. So they fixed it eventually. As soon as that happened, and as soon as it became clear that Tyler Huntley was going to start, the line moved, I think, to minus 1.5. So that's a 5-point shift because of this information. Now here's the thing: Ravens won by 10. It didn't matter. Yeah. It had no impact really. But I mean they broke the rules. So they may end up with some kind of fine, or
honestly,
I don't think they're going to get penalized a draft pick.
I don't think this is as big of a deal.
I mean, it is.
Only
they broke a rule.
Listen, if
it's not punished, then
I think this situation maybe shouldn't be, because he could be a full participant and just play with the regular team, and you shouldn't expect him to play in a Sunday game, because usually if you're just starting on Friday, you're not going to play You're not going to play on Sunday.
But that's fine.
They wanted him to get a full week of practice before, because they're playing Thursday.
But it's very clear cut. He was a limited participant in practice. Everyone in the Ravens organization knows this. They are very familiar with the injury report and with what the rules are with that, and they reported it incorrectly. So even if it's unintentional,
I think worse stuff happens every week.
Sure.
To be honest. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't I think people are way more nefarious reporting.
Okay, that's fine.
Belichick did that for 20 years, I feel like. Their reporting was trash. The Bills' reporting is trash. Listen, Josh has gotten concussed, I'm pretty sure. And then they say his ankle is rolled. Okay.
Sure. That's different though. That's different though, because an actual like comparison would be is if like Josh Allen had a concussion and they knew all week he wasn't going to play, and they said he was a full participant in practice and he wasn't. And then on Saturday, they're like, oh, wait, actually, no, he wasn't a full participant. He's not going to play. Yeah. Like that. Again, does it make a huge difference? No, but like they're breaking the rules, man. You can't break the rules. Anyway, we don't need to belabor this point.
Yeah.
It's not that interesting. I just I had this debate with some Ravens fans also, and
I'm on the Ravens fans side.
But like, all right, let's pretend it's the Chiefs. That's going to change everybody's opinion on it. You would hate it. It's just like
look, Mahomes. If they reported him as a full participant and then he didn't play, I'd be happy he didn't play.
All right.
Hey, they looked good. I mean, they looked. You know what I think that game was? Like, I think that game was an attrition of hope for the Commanders. Like, I think the defense would have continued to play better if they felt like they had any chance of the offense scoring a touchdown.
You can only,
you know what I mean? You can only sustain that level of energy for so long, and then you're like, this isn't working.
You can also only let Patrick Mahomes. You can only let him like escape and like get away for 5 or 6 seconds and then complete a long pass so many times before it's just like
not even totally a long pass, a little dump off to Kelsey that goes for 38 yards. I mean,
that was ridiculous. There was no one on that side of the field. Yeah,
what are we doing?
It was unbelievable.
Same with the touchdown thing. Is just like
the same exact thing happened. Yep. Nobody thought
wide open.
You could just see Kareem Hunt like escaping and like you could see it developing right in front of you, and just nobody in the Commanders could see it happening.
Yeah. But they played well. I felt like that first half they really did. The defense stepped up, and if they had Jaden Daniels, I think they could have pulled that game off because they would have had real hope and chance of scoring. So I just think it would have been a different game.
Yeah,
but
I mean the offense.
Whatever. Chiefs pulled away as they should. Bills Chiefs week.
Chiefs week.
Yeah.
Who you think the Bills are going to get it?
You know what's interesting? So I was I'm still on my middle school analogy. Like, I think we're at the end of middle school now, starting 9th grade. So these teams can still vary. Like, a kid comes in without braces one day and like his level just like jumps up. Like, oh, now this is a cool kid. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. This dude gets a haircut. Okay, now he's a cool kid. Some kid, there's a talent show at school. Some kid can do some obscure thing that you've never seen in your life. Now he's a popular kid. You know what I mean? Like, this stuff can still change on a weekly basis.
I'm totally following this analogy.
The Bills, like last week, I was like, this team is trash. Secondary is slow. They stink. And then in the bye week, McDermott gets his hand on the defense. He starts playing Jordan Hancock, who's the rookie from Ohio State. He has him playing safety. So he worked him in at safety with Jordan Poyer.
You're burying leads
what I'm saying is
so deep.
He changed personnel. They changed personnel, and they looked a lot better. And he took over some of the play calling responsibilities, and the defense looked like a McDermott defense, where it looked like trash before. Like,
it looked.
So
good.
I guess what I'm saying, like, in 1 week they can do something. Yeah, I know. Listen, I'm not saying they're not good.
Who was the quarterback?
No. This is to say they very well could get smoked this week. They don't have enough speed. But Hairston,
it was Andy Dalton.
Max Hairston played.
Andy Dalton.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, look, listen. They got 3 players back. They had 2 players who were suspended and 1 player from IR, the rookie. Hairston came back in. And then they added another rookie. So they had like a major personnel shift on defense, and McDermott took over play calling. So they looked better than I thought they could improve in 2 weeks. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. The passing game stinks, but hey, look, they gave Cook the ball. Maybe they took my advice when I was screaming it.
They listened
from the sidelines. They're like,
what was that one guy saying?
Give Cook the ball. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Let's
do that. That was good.
Yeah.
Taking credit for that. No, I think I would think that the Chiefs would be favored, even though it's in Buffalo. I would think the Chiefs would be favored in this game.
Yeah. Or an even line. Might be like 1.5 or, well, actually, you know what?
I wonder.
Why are we speculating? We can look this up. Chiefs, Bills, line.
What is the line? I'm going to say Chiefs are going to be favored by 1.5. That's fair. Which means it's really 4.5.
The game's in
Buffalo.
Okay, this article's wrong. This says it has the Bills as a road underdog, and
it's in Buffalo.
You're right. It is in Buffalo. It's Chiefs 1.5.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
Over under 51.5, which is pretty.
That's a lot of points.
Pretty good.
That's pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
Take the over.
26, 25. They're thinking that game's going to be. All right. Here's what I want to do today. Yeah. We're going to very quickly go through every team and put them in one of these tiers. I've prepared this, and I will put them where I think they should be, and then if you disagree, I will give you like a minute, and you can make your case to move them down, move them up.
Playoffs.
So here's what we got. We got Super Bowl favorites. That's kind of our top tier. Super Bowl contenders. That's our second tier. Playoff teams. Fringe wildcard teams. So teams that, could go either way, depending on how the second half of their season goes. Missing the playoffs, teams that their season's basically over. And then teams that are in contention for the number 1 pick.
Okay.
And, of course, they wouldn't be going through teams without the Lululemon bag and the mini helmets.
Helmets! So let's go.
Let's look through what we got. Oh, this is beautiful. This could not. It was not rigged.
Oh, Bill.
It was not rigged, folks.
All right. Look,
Buffalo Bills.
We're in this point where the rewiring is happening in my brain. We're starting to forget about last year and really accept these teams for what they are. So they were Super Bowl contenders going into the season. Now they're a playoff team.
Whoa. Okay. All right.
I saw this trash in person.
I think they're among the top 4 teams. I actually, really? I put them in Super Bowl contenders, but I kind of wanted to trigger you a little bit and put them up here. Make the case. I'll give you 1 minute, and then after a minute, you'll hear this sound to let you know the minute's up. Are you ready?
You want me to make the case that they're Super Bowl favorites? They're not Super Bowl favorites.
No, I want you to make the case that they're not.
Oh, they're not.
Okay. That's not making a case. That's not making a case.
Listen, they can't throw the ball. They can't.
Here's a guy that's starting to figure the game out.
All right, 1 minute. After 1 minute, you'll hear that. You'll hear here's a guy, and you'll know your time is up. Make the case that they are not a Super Bowl favorite.
It really depends on. They have an issue with their coordinators right now. So defensively, Bobby Babich. Offensively, Joe Brady. Babich is getting reeled in a little bit. McDermott is inserting himself. So I'm happy with that. Their defense is going to go from stinking to average, but they won't be able to stop Mahomes really in the playoffs. Okay. Offensively, Joe Brady sort of just needs to get his act together. Like sometimes I feel like he's like trying to who's he impressing? Like I don't know if he has a wife or what, but who is he trying to impress? Like sometimes he calls these plays. It's like, who the heck are you trying to impress teams so that you can be a head coach next year? Or are you trying to run the freaking offense? That's what I think. So I think like if he tries to actually run this offense, run the darn ball, play off of that, like then they could be Super Bowl contenders. But if he doesn't do that, then it's like playoffs. So it's really a coordinator's issue because we know that the wide receivers can't separate for anything. So we know that was already a given. You can't blame the players for not being something you know that they're not. And so you got to play the game how your team needs to play it.
I think you made a good case. I'm going to put them in Super Bowl contenders.
Okay.
We can reevaluate. Next team, the Tennessee Titans. What a year.
Not making the playoffs.
Tennessee Titans. They've fired their coach, Brian Callahan.
I have a critique of this segment.
Okay, let's hear
it. Any good tiers list needs creative names. So we need a creative name for this trash can.
What are you talking about?
Like
that's
the
what
bottom
this is. Super Bowl favorites, Super Bowl contenders. What do you? I could have just called them A, B, C, and D and E.
No.
This wasn't good enough for you.
I need like that bottom row should be like, I don't know, something.
Oh wow! Something. Yeah, good job, good one. You really outdid number one pick contenders there.
Disenfranchise, like it needs to be something.
Contract from the league. The Titans, they were the number one pick. They had the number one pick last year. Took Cam Ward.
They can do it again.
They were the first team to fire their coach this year. Brian Callahan, no longer the coach of the Tennessee Titans, and they have not looked good. I don't know. There's not a lot to say about them. They're
Cam
just
Ward's thrown
toward the bottom.
Some yardage.
I think he's good. I think he's got a lot. I think he's very raw as a player.
Yeah, of course.
But I do think he's good. There's not a whole lot to say.
Yeah, nothing to say. I agree.
They are picking toward the top of the first round.
Trash can. I'm going to think of a good name for that.
Yeah, you think of a good name. Now we have the Kansas City Chiefs. Defending AFC champions.
Super Bowl favorites.
Easy. They are either...
Although, if the playoffs started now, would they be in the playoffs?
I don't think so. Which is so funny. But yeah, they're third place in their division. I don't think any teams in the playoff picture lost this week.
I'm not betting against them right now because they're going to come into form.
No, they'd be the 7th seed right now. They passed Jacksonville because Jacksonville didn't play this week.
Jacksonville's going to play, though. Yeah, next week.
Yeah, they will play again.
They will play again.
Yeah, so we'll keep
they
you posted
They
on
play
that.
Oakland, I believe, right?
There is not a team in Oakland.
They play the Raiders.
I'm sorry. I'm being a real jerk to you today, but probably nicer than I've been in the past. All right. So, yeah, Chiefs not.
Hey, did you like the Denver helmets this past weekend?
Loved it.
I liked it too.
Oh, it was beautiful.
I liked it. They looked
absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, they should do that full time.
Especially playing against the Cowboys like that. Oh,
yeah. It was such a classic.
It was good. It looked good.
Looked great.
It was just visually nice to see on TV.
It's just a nice blue. It's a nice color blue.
Was that Brady calling that game?
I don't think so. Brady was calling the Eagles and the Giants.
Oh, yeah.
Brady, his voice, he sounded absolutely terrible this week.
Really?
Like worse than usual.
Worse than normal?
Yeah.
Was the broadcasting bad or his voice
Everything.
quality?
I mean, the broadcasting is always bad. That's kind of the baseline.
He's improving.
And his voice was gone. He sounded like RFK Jr. All right, we got the Atlanta Falcons. Is there a weirder team than the Atlanta Falcons?
Why
they're
almost
do they
do that?
They're kind of like a contrarian team.
Couldn't they play like that against the Bills?
Well, it's like whatever you're expecting of them.
The Bills played worse.
Whatever you're expecting of the Falcons, they're going to do the opposite, right?
Yeah.
Like they lost 30-0 to the Panthers, a team.
Yeah.
And then they beat the Bills, and then the Bills beat the Panthers 40-9.
Well, here's the thing. They beat the Bills that way. They did have an extra week to prep. It was coming off a bye week.
That's true. But then they got completely dominated by Miami. Like,
that was surprising. I think I picked the Falcons. Yeah, they their game plan should be simple. Like just hand Bijan the ball, pass Bijan the ball. Like
no, he didn't get the ball.
He didn't get the ball.
Well, I mean, Miami, to their credit, like kind of took the air out of the game. Also, Kirk Cousins was starting quarterback, and he didn't play well.
Well, the Falcons are the smallest defense in the league, aren't they? You should run the ball against them. The Bills didn't know that, but
and that is what the Dolphins did. Like, Ollie Gordon had a really good game.
This dude made his living as a run game coordinator for years with the 49ers.
Right.
So
yeah.
I had them as put together a run game.
Still had them as a fringe wildcard team because they're not out of it, and they've shown that they can be a competent team.
Well, are they the second best team in that division? Because Bucks
have to be, right?
They have to be because the Saints.
Although they lost to the Panthers by 30, so it's kind of between them and the Panthers.
What's their record?
3-4.
They've won 3. Yeah, so they're easily the second best team there.
Maybe.
I would say I would drop them down a tier, but they beat the Bills, so I'm okay with leaving.
They're
them
right. Yeah, they're a tough one. And honestly, if
teams are not making the playoffs from that division.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, probably not, but they're still kind of in it. I think they're probably at the bottom of this tier, and I wouldn't hate it if you put them here, but I'd leaving the door open because they lost this game with their backup quarterback.
That's true.
Who's
your backup quarterback?
Kirk Cousins.
Oh, Kirk.
Yeah, he played like garbage. They also did not have Drake London in this game.
Okay.
So a little asterisk there also, and it's not like they were anticipating.
What was the score?
Not good. They also weren't anticipating to be without Drake London this week. He hurt his hip on Saturday. And then
who knows?
Missing. Well, who knows? Yeah, right. They lost 34-10. There weren't any close games this week.
Yeah, they're not a team that's going to come back.
Tua had 4 touchdown passes.
Nice.
Oh, did you see Tua's eye?
What happened to his eye?
He had like conjunctivitis or something.
Ah. Pink eye?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
That's not good.
So maybe having 2 eyes was Tua's problem all along.
He just one eye.
He just can't have depth perception.
Great. Is he patching? Do you patch with that? Tinted visor?
Probably not. Actually, I had an eye thing in high school, and probably one of the most painful things I've ever experienced. Really? And I went to urgent care, and the urgent care guy said he saw something on my eye, and he took like a pair of tweezers and was like gonna put them in my eye to get this thing out.
Oh hell no!
And I was kind of like every fiber of my being was like, no, don't let this guy put tweezers in your eye, which is a good instinct. Yeah. And eventually I went to like a real doctor, like a real eye doctor.
Oh, nice.
And he was like, well, it's a good thing he didn't put an eye patch on your eye because you probably have lost your vision in that eye.
Oh,
because I had like I had some kind of like virus or something. Because it's a really interesting story that is probably for a different podcast.
Different
maybe
podcast?
It's for exactly
Health
this
podcast?
one. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a food podcast now.
The Baltimore Ravens are next up. Yeah.
Playoffs.
What do you think about the Ravens?
Yikes. Do we have enough games left for them to do this?
More than enough.
There are enough because the Steelers are going to lose. They lost this week and they'll probably lose next week.
And they play the Steelers twice.
And they play them twice. So I think playoffs, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy how it's gone from it's like so over for the Ravens to and one like the Steelers losing to the Bengals was huge, and then the Bengals turn around and lose to the Jets, and then the Steelers also lose to the Packers. So now, I mean, the Ravens are right there.
The Steelers, they have a tough game this week too, I believe.
Who they play? Do you know?
I was looking at the schedule and I remember noting that it's
the Colts.
Yeah, I'm picking the Colts in that.
Yeah, and the Steelers defense is god awful.
Yeah.
Here's the Ravens' upcoming schedule.
Mm-hmm.
At Dolphins, at Vikings, at Browns, home against the Jets, home against the Bengals, and then they get the Steelers at home, which they could take over first place.
It's going to be contentious. Like, I don't think there's enough. I don't think they're not like past years where you can just pencil in those W's either. The Ravens. At least not yet. I mean, they haven't rounded into that form, but we'll see with Lamar, maybe, possibly.
But these teams are terrible. I mean, I guess the Dolphins just look pretty good, and that's on Thursday night, which could be weird.
That's a Thursday night.
I don't think they're losing that game. And then look at the Vikings after that, with I guess JJ McCarthy playing quarterback. Who knows? And then they go to Cleveland and play. I mean, then their
Cleveland
quarterbacks
is the win. Yeah, Cleveland.
Their quarterbacks coming up that they're facing are Tua, JJ McCarthy, Dylan Gabriel, Justin Fields or Tyrod Taylor, whoever's starting.
Yeah, Jets will win.
Joe Flacco.
Flacco's good.
And that leads them into their home game against the Steelers. I don't know, man.
Yeah, but you could see them losing 2 of those games. You don't think?
I could, but I don't know which
Tua?
2.
Flacco and Tua.
They could lose. I don't think so. I don't think they're losing any of those games. I think they're rattling off 5 in a row.
If they rattle off 5 in a row, then obviously they'll be. We'll start talking about them as Super Bowl contenders.
They'll be 7-5.
We'll start. People will start if they rattle off 5 in a row. People will talk about them as one of the top teams in the AFC.
Yeah, but I'm putting them
just because of their pedigree, just because of their history. Yeah,
They're in the
I agree with
playoff
that
team
spot.
tier for me.
I agree with
So
that.
no,
spot. They're going to win the division, huh?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so. Probably have to. All right, Bengals.
Yeah.
It's
fringe playoff team.
I
What's
did
their
not have
record?
them there.
What's their record?
I did not have them there. I have them missing the playoffs. Their record is 3-5.
Yeah.
And
look, I don't think they're going to make the playoffs, but they are sort of technically like I don't think Atlanta's better than them. I think they're as good as Atlanta. And they are sort of fringe. They are fringe playoff team. I'm not going to pick them to make the playoffs at this point, though I did at the beginning of the year. I'm not going to pick them.
I feel very confident saying they're missing the playoffs. I feel more confident saying they're missing the playoffs than I do Atlanta.
I feel confident saying both of them are missing the playoffs.
I mean, yeah, probably, but I feel like we can go ahead. I feel comfortable
if I'm comparing them. Those are similar teams. I actually think the Bengals are better than Atlanta. I
don't know if I agree with that. I don't think I agree with that. Bengals are really bad, and almost every phase of the game.
Not those wide receivers.
Their wide receivers are great.
Great.
Speaking
running backs
of this,
are good. Wide receivers are great.
Did you see the target numbers? Right. Did you see the target numbers for the Bengals this week?
That's damn straight. How many targets did he get? Like 20 again?
So here I'm gonna pull it up. Joe Flacco has understood the assignment so far of getting the ball to Jamar Chase. Where are these?
Jamar Chase, Chase Brown also not bad.
Yeah. So here's the target numbers. Well, that's not.
I'm going to say
basically
18.
I can't find it. Basically, no one else had more than 3. T. Higgins had
18.
2.
Yeah. Oh, he should
Jamar
get more.
Chase had 19.
Nice. I like it. Higgins should get more, but Chase defense, getting that much is correct.
Defense has one good player, Trey Hendrickson, and he hurt his hip this past week. So who knows if he's even going to be around. I don't believe in the Bengals at all. Home against the Bears, then at the Steelers, home against the Patriots, then to the Ravens, at Bills, home Ravens.
Okay, that doesn't sound like a good schedule.
They're missing the playoffs, man.
Now that you read that doesn't sound.
They're missing the playoffs,
but they'll win 2 of those games. I think definitely one of them.
Sure.
Okay. Can I? Sometimes we play a little game where we do a little trivia stats type of thing. We text each other on this. Can I give you a quick one?
Yeah.
Jamar Chase leads the league in receiving. Who is second?
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
No.
Oh man, I thought I nailed it.
No.
Is it Christian McCaffrey?
Yes.
Is that the case even after this week?
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Jeez.
Isn't that crazy?
Part of that's because JSN had a bye week.
Yeah, I was just going to say
is he third?
That, yeah. I don't know.
That is crazy
third.
though. Yeah, I mean Christian McCaffrey.
McCaffrey to be second just shows you. It's actually just like Shanahan being like, okay, whatever we can do to get him the ball.
Well, and also they haven't had anyone else.
Well, yeah, they've been injured. Yeah, they've been injured, but it's just like, okay, all hands on deck. McCaffrey, you're getting the ball 1 billion times.
Yeah,
great.
They lost this week. They're down to they're in third place now.
Yeah, what the heck happened?
We'll get to them, I guess.
Okay.
So this is funny that we've had 6 teams and they're in 6 different tiers. So we'll have our first.
I think it's part of our aesthetic of we wanted it to look.
It's also it's random chance.
Oh yeah,
what are you talking about? We got the Philadelphia Eagles, the defending Super Bowl champion. Philadelphia Eagles.
They're in the NFC. I'm still gonna say Super Bowl favorites. I'm not over it.
I did not put them
better this week. No?
I did not put them in that tier.
That's fine.
I have them right here, Super Bowl contenders. I think they're at the top of this tier, though. I think they're like the first team in that tier.
They have so much elite talent that it's just like if they just get on a little bit of a roll, figure out what their identity is here on offense.
It's honestly
probably
fine. A little foolish to put them here. There were some. They did not. I'm gonna preface this by saying they did not win this game because of the refs. Let me just say that.
Against the Giants?
However, there were some egregious missed calls in their favor in this game.
Scatterboo broke his ankle. I think that's why.
Oh, he dislocated his ankle. It was gross. But the one play in particular, and it's the second time this has happened this year, they did a tush push with Jalen Hurts, and he fumbled, right? Kayvon Thibodeau recovered the fumble. The whistle blows. Okay, so Kayvon Thibodeau's holding the football as the whistle blows, and then they call forward progress. It stopped.
That's horrible. Forward progress needs to be called on the field. It can't be called in a replay. Is how I feel about forward progress.
You can't. Well, I mean, you can't review it. You can't review the call. It's one of the few things you can't review.
You should be able to review that.
Yes, absolutely. Because you can hear when the whistle blows.
Forward progress needs to be called live. You can't go back. I don't know. I think they were saying. I think they were saying it was, but it just wasn't. And it was the type of thing where like if there was another surge and Jalen Hurts kept going forward, he would have gotten the yardage.
Yeah,
of course. Yeah.
It's the second time I've seen that happen this year. And also that's
a major disadvantage for a defense, especially on a short yardage.
Yeah, and the refs also there's like a point of emphasis to call the
false start,
on the guards. I've rarely seen it called on the Eagles, and I've seen it called on like 4 or 5 other teams.
Dude,
it's just I don't know, man. It's really odd.
This false start thing is very interesting because I think what teams are doing, it was like pass interference for a long time, whereas like when the Patriots would play the Colts, they would mug the receivers. It would be so often that you just can't call pass interference on every play. And now I feel like offensive linemen are jumping off sides so often that refs are like, what are we going to call off, like false start on every single play? Because the Colt, I mean, not to hate on the Chiefs, but the Chiefs right tackle has jumped off sides for the last season and a half. Okay, like
they were also doing the thing where he was also lining up like 3 yards behind the line.
What are we doing? It was ridiculous. They were in a freaking geese formation.
The Cleveland Browns.
They are in the new league.
Down here in the soon to be clever named tier that you got something better than first pick contenders.
The Expendables.
I'm not loving it. All right. We don't need to talk about the Browns. They're not important.
No.
They don't.
Who's the quarterback?
They
Dylan
don't
Gabriel?
matter.
Is Gabriel the quarterback? Who's the quarterback?
I mean, Dylan Gabriel is the starting quarterback. At some point, you gotta think they got like what would they lose?
What was
by
the last time the
Shedeur
Browns
Sanders?
were exciting?
Well,
Baker?
Hold on. What would the Browns lose by giving Shedeur Sanders like a start later in the year? I think it's going to happen. Last time the Browns were exciting, is Baker Mayfield.
I don't think it's going to happen because if he was looking good at practice, I think they would do it.
Yeah. No, that's true.
If he's not looking good at practice,
he's been like a healthy scratch.
They don't need the additional circus.
That's true.
For it.
Yeah. Yeah, and honestly, it's almost a negative if he does come out and play well.
They drafted the other quarterback ahead of him.
They did, yeah. That's true. I don't know. It's very weird. Last time the Browns were exciting was when Baker was there. They very nearly made
that playoff game against the Chiefs.
Yeah, very nearly made the AFC Championship game.
Okay, before that, when were they exciting? Josh Gordon.
I mean, yeah, but they weren't even like competitive with Josh Gordon.
Yeah, they weren't competitive. Bake Show. Look at that.
It's the only time. Carolina Panthers. God, I've talked about the Panthers too much on this show.
Too much. That's your team. You putting them in Super Bowl contenders?
Yeah, I mean they're Super Bowl favorites. Honestly, no, they're missing the playoffs.
Yeah, but what happened? But Derek, what about the advanced stats that show how good they are? If you use the last 8 games from last year and then skip 2 games and then use the third game from this season and the fourth quarter of another game. What about the advanced stats on that?
I truly don't need to be bullied on my own podcast. Let's go to the next team.
I will say Young looks better than Dalton. I mean, Andy Dalton was not the solution.
Wow,
so that's a positive.
What Oakland. A compliment. The Las Vegas Raiders of Oakland. Disaster of a season for them. It got to be down here in this first pick group, right?
How did this happen? Because didn't you think they were going to be a playoff team?
I don't want to talk about that.
At least I have enough respect for Pete to be like, oh, he'll figure something out. They'll win 8 games somehow.
I thought they would come out and be like a professional football team.
Yeah.
And then week one, do you remember what happened week 1 with the Raiders?
I don't. What happened?
It's weird in retrospect because
What?
they beat the New England Patriots week 1.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
In New England, right?
Oh, I don't know, but
yeah,
it doesn't make sense.
No,
it doesn't.
A little bit makes sense though. Their offense looks like trash. Who's their offensive coordinator?
Oh, it's Chip Kelly.
It's Chip Kelly.
Yeah.
Ta-da.
Yeah.
Who
did
is
they beat? They beat the Titans.
Who's their VP? What's Brady's role? It's Tom Brady.
His role is advanced scout.
Maybe it's
subterfuge. No, it is funny that I guess he's not doing a good enough job. Yeah, he's not doing a good enough job getting intel.
If they're good next year,
teams.
we really can't complain about it because they're trash this year.
We still
have a plan. We still have a problem with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they'd be losing by worse.
My biggest problem with it, if you remember, is that Tom Brady is not good at broadcasting. So why is he even doing it? We got the Packers next.
Packers, they looked good in terms of their uniforms.
They did. The second half, they look.
But their uniforms.
You like the white?
Good.
You like
maybe because the Steelers look so bad, the Packers look good in comparison.
Thank you for bringing this up because that game,
the
like
Steelers look like mustard. They look like mustard.
So many things about that broke my brain.
Yeah.
For one thing, the Green Bay Packers should never be the least yellow team on the field.
Their freaking mascot is a cheese head. So Wisconsin cheese.
That's the first thing that was like throwing me off.
Yeah.
Like
When
I was
did
seeing
the Steelers ever wear those uniforms ever? Like in their history, they looked like that.
I don't know.
That's crazy.
So
they look horrible.
This is what we're talking about. If you are watching the podcast, you can see I just put up this picture of Jordan Love about to get hit by Patrick Queen. The Steelers wore these white jerseys with black stripes on them.
Horrible.
Did I say white? Or did I say yellow?
Yellow.
So that's a weird thing
yellow.
in my brain where I say I get white and yellow mixed up and we'll say them. Yeah, it's a weird thing.
But you see the difference.
Oh, of course, yeah. But I just for whatever reason will say
they
white
look like
when I mean
mustard.
Yellow. Yeah, so that's my brain is like totally scrambled by this because usually the Packers have the yellow helmet, right? So I was like couldn't figure out which team is which, and then on top of all of that. The quarterback of the Steelers is Aaron Rodgers, who most of my life has been the quarterback of the Packers. So that was throwing me off. The other thing about it is they wore these like beige pants.
Yeah.
Which
you hate.
Well, of course I do. But it was funny because my wife comes downstairs and the game is on and she like double takes at the screen because she thought that DK Metcalf was just pantsless.
Why isn't this guy wearing pants?
Because and also the way he was wearing, I'm trying to find a picture of it. The way his like undershirt was like hanging down, it almost just looked like he had like really short shorts.
That's funny.
I'm trying to find this isn't a great picture of it,
Oh, you found it?
Well, I found a picture of Jaylen Warren, which kind of illustrates it.
Are we allowed to show this?
It's not safe for work. If you have children nearby, just I don't know how you're going to explain this to them. It's not a good look.
I will say this is bad for the NFL. I'm not a Steelers fan and I'm not a Packers fan, but these are your premier franchises. These are A-grade franchises in the history of this league. For them to look that bad, it's pretty bad. They look like
pretty
trash.
Bad. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Do better. Yeah,
that was bad.
Anyway,
but
Packers,
I like the green. I thought the Packers jerseys and stuff.
Fine.
They look good. Yeah,
they're fine. Yeah, they're inoffensive. Too many white helmets in the NFL, but we don't need to get into that now.
I think the Packers are probably right.
I put them
like
right here.
That. Yeah. I don't. Here's my question. Just seeing this list right now, are you only going to have the Chiefs in the Super Bowl list? Okay.
No, I have two other teams
because
up there.
I don't know. These are the next 3. Well, not the Bills. I don't think the Bills are in there, but I think in the NFC, the Eagles, the Packers, maybe the Rams.
Maybe. Eagles and Packers play each other not this week, but the week after, which the Eagles have an extra week to prepare because they have their bye this week.
Oh, shoot.
All right. Speaking of, you just named the Rams.
Well, either Super Bowl favorites or Super Bowl contenders.
I have the Rams.
Super Bowl favorites
as contenders.
Oh, are you gonna put the Bucks in the Super Bowl favorites?
I put the Rams like here.
Oh, is it going left to right?
Yeah, I put them
I would have the Bills at the end of that. They don't have the talent.
Really, you have the Bills.
They just don't have. They don't have the talent of those teams.
You know what? I'll do that.
I was walking with my brother-in-law, and we were reminiscing about the old Bills teams, and I rattled off like 6 Hall of Fame players. This team has none. This team has one.
Who are you naming? Like Bruce Smith,
Thurman Thomas, Andre Reed, James
Eric
Lofton,
Moulds.
Jim Kelly. That's 5.
Eric Moulds.
No.
Peerless Price.
No.
Jim
Edwards. Kelly, Thurman Thomas, Bruce Smith, Andre Reed, James Lofton, all Hall of Famers.
CJ Spiller. All right. Now we got the Detroit Lions.
Oh, okay. Super Bowl
of Detroit.
Super Bowl favorites, Super Bowl contenders.
Yeah, they're my number 2.
I like that. That.
They're really coming together.
I will say they had one game this year where I was like, "What the heck? This is not the Detroit
was the Packers
team
game week 1?
No, it was the KC game. Yeah,
those two games were alarming.
Where I was like, the Packers game, I can give them a pass on because I felt like it was their first game with the new offensive coordinator.
Yeah,
it's the first game of the season. It's fine. The Chiefs game, I just expected them to bring it more physically.
They got pushed around a little bit.
Yeah.
I think they're the best team in the NFC, though. Packers fans will be mad at this because, they beat the Lions. But
dude, the Rams, the Eagles, Packers, they're all pretty good.
It's pretty close. Yeah, but I think the Lions are a tier above.
I'm good with it. I like the Lions. I'm a big Lions fan.
Speaking of Lions. The NFC North, we got the Bears.
Let me just think of that division. Bears, Vikings, Packers. So they're a wild card team, possibly. They're possibly a wild card team.
They're 4-3.
Yeah.
But man, they looked uninspiring against
last week.
Baltimore this past week.
Yeah. They have another. Why don't I just keep the schedule up here?
Their schedule is tough too. I think they're missing the playoffs.
They have a tough game next week.
I have them missing the playoffs.
They're at Bengals.
So last year, I don't know if you remember, the Bears started 4-2 and then lost their next 10.
Wow.
Yeah, they should win this week. I mean, if they don't beat the Bengals,
it's at Bengals. I think
you know what? Their next 3 games at Bengals, home against the Giants. Why did I think they had a tough schedule? At Bengals, home against the Giants, at Minnesota. Those are winnable games.
Those are definitely one. They should be favored in all 3 of those games.
All right, I'm gonna bump. I don't know that
they're.
It's a fringe wild card, but
okay.
It's not uninspiring. Is how I would describe.
Yeah.
The Bears. All right, let's move.
We like the coach.
These. I think so. Yeah, I like Ben Johnson. I think he's doing a fine.
Yeah, obviously the Jets.
Speaking
I
of
actually
former,
think the Jets.
both these teams.
Yeah.
Have the offensive and defensive coordinator from the Lions last year as their head coaches.
Nice.
Yeah.
I actually think they're doing an okay job, but they're not.
Yeah, but they should be going for the number 1 pick at this point.
They should. Great.
Where would you? I think I would
put
put them
to be 1 and whatever, and him not lost the team and locker room. I think is pretty good.
I would put them at the of these 4. I'd put them at the top of that.
Of the teams that suck, it reminds me most of that Lions first season.
Yeah,
didn't they go 1-15?
I don't remember, but I know they started 0-10.
They were bad.
They may have finished like 4-12 or something. Like they finished really strong that year.
And people were just making fun of the coach.
Yeah,
and he obviously had the press conference and were biting legs off and all that. But people were really railing on him. And look at them now.
Look at them now, and
Great
the
coach.
top tier.
Great coach.
All right, let's talk about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Bucks.
Our
Super Bowl
darling
contenders.
Baker Mayfield.
Super Bowl contenders. I would.
Yeah.
You're going higher? No. Super Bowl contenders. Yeah.
No. I think they're
between
you could make the
Packers
case,
and Bills.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I you could make the case that they're better than the Packers, but I wouldn't.
I'm not gonna do that. They've had too many injury issues.
Yeah, that's and like that. This matchup in particular would probably be pretty tough on the Buccaneers because of their offensive line. Struggles, and Micah Parsons has been great.
But boy,
for the Packers this year.
When I see those 4 teams next to the Bills, I'm just like, there's like worlds of talent difference between these teams.
Yeah, but you have an alien at quarterback, so
yeah, I guess. But
did you see Myles Garrett had 5 sacks this past week?
No, he didn't. Did he?
Yeah.
Did he actually?
Yeah, he had 5 sacks.
He sacked Rodgers 5 times?
Drake May.
Oh, Myles Garrett. Oh.
Myles Garrett, yeah.
Wow.
5 sacks.
Yeah,
they lost by
people were ragging
points
on him for staying in Cleveland. Are we going to rag on him for that? Because he wasn't a free agent.
He got paid. That's all.
They said they weren't going to trade him.
The weird thing was is when he signed that contract.
Yeah.
When he signed that contract, he said that they had assured him they had a plan at quarterback, and I guess the plan
they have a plan.
The plan was Joe Flacco for a couple weeks, and then they would get a guy the size of a middle schooler in the 3rd round, and then start him for a couple weeks, and they'd have Shadur Sanders also on the team. Like,
also, we're going to draft a quarterback. We're going to have Joe Flacco. Yeah.
Deshaun Watson's still on that roster.
Is he on the roster?
I mean, he's on injured reserve, but yeah.
Okay.
He's on the team, technically. He's on the payroll. New York Giants, man, it sucks that Cam Scatterbo dislocated his ankle.
I know. What's their record?
2-6.
Damn it.
2-6.
They're not making the playoffs, man. They're not making the playoffs.
No. Yeah, no, they're missing the playoffs.
Do you put them in that?
I think I would put them up. I mean, I'm so mad at the Panthers right now.
No, the Bengals, yeah. Oh, the Panthers.
Watch the Panthers. What are we talking? Who the Panthers play this week? I feel like the Panthers are about to just beat a really good team.
They're really not.
All right, they play at the Packers. They're going to beat the Packers.
They're not.
The Panthers are going to beat the Packers this week. You heard it here.
I'm excited when you start rattling off the
heard it
EPA
here first.
per play.
Heard it here first. Unless the Packers won, then you never heard me say that. Ever.
Is Andy Dalton playing?
Oh, I don't know. Oof.
Okay.
Yeah, no, but
well, I will say they can't complain about Young now. I mean, people complaining about Young. I don't think you should complain about him now.
Yeah. All right. But this wasn't about the Panthers, though. We're supposed to be talking about the Giants.
Oh, yeah.
I think
Giants. Yeah.
I think Dable probably saved his job. Dart looks pretty good. And, you know, they have a lot of talent on the defensive line.
If
next
Dable
year they'll get
wants
Neighbors
to get
back.
fired and come back to Buffalo, I don't hate it.
Next year they'll get Neighbors back. They'll get Scatterbo back. And maybe some hope for the Giants, but
if Joe Brady leaves
like a lost
the Bills,
now.
I would love for Dable to come back.
Not everything is about the Buffalo Bills.
The Giants are the Bills expansion team. You know that, right?
Everything.
The GM used to work for the Bills, which is embarrassing.
But don't the Bills just have all the Panthers people?
No, we have a lot of the Panthers people. Like we got them from there, and then they came to Buffalo, and then they went from Buffalo. Immigrated to New York.
Yeah. So the Bills are the Panthers expansion team.
The Bills are the Panthers expansion team. Yeah, that's right. That's why the Panthers stink now. If you combine the Bills and Panthers, you might have a Super Bowl favorite.
What a weird team this is, huh? The Jacksonville Jaguars.
They didn't play this week. Aren't we glad they didn't play?
I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't have to see them. I'm glad I didn't have to see.
What's their record?
I don't know.
Well, look, they're not winning the division because of the Colts.
Their record is 4-3.
Yeah, they're not winning the division.
Last time we saw them,
fringe playoff team.
Last time we saw them, they looked like trash.
Yeah,
I think they're a potential wild card, and they're probably toward the top. They're definitely ahead of those two teams. Like they're in a different class, kind of. This kind of makes me want to bump these guys down. But
yeah.
Their defense is really good. If hopefully they figured some stuff out.
They're sort of similar to the Bears.
Yeah.
Sort of similar because it's like you want more from the quarterback, but he's surrounded by some good talent
and shows crazy flashes of
great.
Being great.
In the Chiefs game, I was like, wow.
Right. So
hopefully positively and negatively
got some things figured out. Oh, and then we got the Dallas Cowboys.
Dallas Cowboys. What's their record?
3-4-1. Right? Or is it 3-5-1? 3-4-1.
Jaguars
Currently
play the
in 10th.
Raiders, by the way.
Oh, that's cool. They'll lose.
3-4-1.
Raiders are going to win that game. I mean,
they're not
I'm going to put them
in the playoffs. Do you think they're making the playoffs?
A fringe wild card team, and that this could be.
They're better than
a rare homerism moment from me.
It's interesting because I actually think that they're not bad. I mean, they looked bad this week, but they played a.
Yeah. I mean, they're one of the best offenses in the league. Despite
offense is playing well.
A pretty lackluster performance this past week, but they were going up against good defense on the road. Their defense is just terrible.
Denver's hard to play in.
Yeah,
Denver's
it's just
good.
they
Denver's
just have the
hard
worst
to play
defense in the league, and it's not getting better because
they just
keep
ran it
people.
all over them, right?
They did everything all over them.
Okay.
Like and honestly, like a lot of it was schematic, where it's like, what is Eberflus doing?
Defensively,
because I mean, there was one play where like Tony Romo before the play like saw what was happening and like groaned because he knew that the Broncos were going to have a wide open guy in the end zone. It was just like,
wait, Eberflus.
Yeah, he's the defensive coordinator.
Is the defensive coordinator?
Yeah,
the former head coach for the Bears.
That guy. Yep.
Where was he before that? What's his like? Do we know what's his like history pedigree? Like,
I don't think there's any way of finding that out.
Okay.
He kind of just appeared one day. He's like a drifter.
He's a drifter.
He was like, I can coach this here football team.
How did he get the Bears job?
He was in Indianapolis, which I can't remember them having a great defense.
No.
And then he was in Dallas before that as a linebackers coach.
Okay. Came home.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. Yeah, their defense has not looked good since.
Well, the personnel is bad, and
but
the coordination is also bad.
The coordination is bad. Yeah.
They
looked good when what's his face was the coordinator, Washington.
Dan Quinn. All right, Steelers. Figure that team out. They just made a big acquisition at wide receiver.
Oh, DK.
No,
someone else.
That was in like
off season.
Yeah. No, they've acquired. Do I have a sound drop I could do here?
Wow. The anticipation's killing me.
Oh, that's not right.
Not it. No.
Anyway.
Knock.
Well, no, drum roll. Here we go. Oh. They've acquired. This is terrible.
You want to guess?
Some of the worst producing. I'm going to have to fire an intern over this. All right. They've acquired Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Oh, MVS.
At wide receiver. Which is
people know him better as MVS.
Probably not what Steelers fans were hoping for. I think the Steelers are. I mean, it's funny you saying this because they're like still far ahead in the division, but I think I would put them as a fringe wild card because I think the Ravens are winning that division.
I think but listen, let's say the Ravens win the division, Bills, Patriots, they're in it. So Bills, Patriots, Ravens, Chiefs, Chargers, Indianapolis, Denver.
Yeah, you're running out of slots.
Okay.
You're running out of spots. Like they need to not keep losing these games.
What's their record? 4-3?
5-3, I believe.
That's not bad.
I mean, they're in first place. They're 4-3.
They're 4-3. They play the
first
Colts.
Place, technically.
Colts. They're going to have to win some of these games that we don't think.
Yeah. No, I fringe wild cards where I'm putting them. The Cardinals. Yeah. Weird season for
collapse
for the Arizona Cardinals of Phoenix.
No, I don't think it's
St.
a weird
Louis.
season. It's not. We're now in October. This is losing time. Yeah. Hibernation for the
They're
birds.
doing better without Kyler. Jacoby Brissett's kind of giving them a chance in some games. Yeah, I mean, they almost beat the Colts. They almost beat the Packers.
What's their record?
2-5. Nice. They've lost 5 in a row.
That's not an easy division.
So the games they've lost, I mean...
they play the Cowboys this week.
All of their games have been decided by one score. They beat the Saints by 7. They beat the Panthers by 5. They lost to the 49ers by 1. They lost to the Seahawks by 3. They lost to the Titans by 1 in that weird game. Lost to the Colts by 4 and lost to the Packers by 4.
Yeah. I think they're a dangerous team that's going to go on a losing streak now.
They're on a losing streak already. They've lost 5 in a row.
But they're going to go on a losing streak where they lose by more than one possession now. Now it's time.
Now it's a real losing streak. Yeah. Missing playoffs, and with only 2 wins so far, if they keep losing, they might work themselves into number 1 pick contention.
They got...
I think Jonathan Gannon has to be gone.
You think?
Unless they turn it around. Yeah, I mean, that loss to the Titans, I would have fired him after that.
Yeah.
You know?
That was a tough one. That was
the Texans, a team that is turning it around.
How did they beat the 49ers this week? That's ridiculous. I mean, the 49ers have nobody left? What was going on?
The Texans have had like the best defense in the league all season, and
but the offense has been trash, CJ.
Yeah, I mean, but who's left on the 49ers? Like they lost they've lost everybody. Everybody's gone.
Everybody's gone. What's the record for the Texans? No. What's the record?
What are you going to say? Are you going to say they're going to win their division?
No, they got to drop down one more.
What?
Listen,
no, I think they're good.
Three teams in that division can't be in like. Look, the Colts are going to win the division. Now we got to pick between the Jaguars and the Texans.
Oh, this is fringe playoffs. This is not like I don't think they're going to be in the playoffs, but I think they could get in.
You think the Texans are that good?
They're 3-4. They have the best defense in the league. They look like they figured out some stuff on offense. Yeah, I think they.
What did they figure out?
They scored 26
the Broncos
points
this week.
Okay. No, I'm not putting them. I don't know why this is the one you're fighting me so hard on. Making them a fringe playoff team.
I just haven't seen a lot of fight and oomph out of them.
They just beat the first place 49ers.
Yeah.
And you look at their other games, like they've played a lot of close games. Like
they have.
Yeah, I mean they. Yeah.
What do they do on offense? Other than
nothing, but their defense has been good enough to like keep them in games. Again, fringe playoff. They're a middle of the road team. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not going
I would be fine dropping them down one more spot.
That's crazy. You would put them below the Bears?
Yeah, and I picked them to make the playoffs.
Man,
can you believe that? I just feel like the offense and quarterback have been so uninspiring. He's not on the level of a Dak.
Yeah,
I don't know.
But they're 3-4, and they're like as of right now, like right on the fringe of the wild card. So I think I'm going to put them in the fringe of the wild card.
They got talent on defense. They got one of the best corners in the game.
They have literally the best corner in the league.
Because they have Will Anderson and good rushers, and
they have
probably the best corner in the game.
They're good at all 3 levels.
Linebackers are physical. They'll hit you late.
Yeah. No, they're just good.
Linebackers are known for hitting you late.
Yeah, there was the play last year with
Trevor
Lawrence. I think it's probably what you're referring to.
Oh,
the Los Angeles Chargers. My Chargers.
I think a playoff team with the Ravens. I think that's the spot. Those are pretty comparable teams this year, huh?
I mean,
I trust
in every way
Jim more than John right now, though.
Yeah,
yeah,
he's the better Harbaugh.
What's their record?
They're 5-3. I was ready that time.
Good.
I anticipated. Good. Yeah, they're gonna beat the pants off the Vikings.
Put a win in W in the column right now. They're playing the Titans.
They're playing the Titans, yeah, and then Steelers at home. Like they have a schedule where they should get some wins over the next couple of weeks. I think they're a playoff team.
But they can also charger to anybody. So
of course,
yeah,
of course they are still the Chargers. The Dolphins. The Dolphins have gone from being a laughingstock to
they won a game.
They won a game and look pretty competent. I still think they're missing the playoffs, but I would put them in this tier and not the bottom one.
I agree with that. And they played the Ravens on a short week. And could you see something funny happen?
Of course. Of course. Anytime you have the Ravens and a short week, like the stuff you've never seen before can happen.
Yeah.
The New England Patriots, kind of one of the stories of the season, the way that they've
kind
of taken the league by storm.
Have they? Okay, so they're definite playoff team. I could see them in that Chargers-Ravens thing. If you want to bump them up a category, I won't fight you on it.
Yeah, I have
You think they're that? Oh my goodness.
I have them probably here. Yeah.
A vomit. Disgusting.
I would put them ahead of the Bills right now. Drake May is
it.
playing like an MVP candidate.
They look like that young Bills team. That Bills team that lost to the Chiefs in the AFC Championship. That first sort of Allen breakout year.
Right.
Either that team or the one that lost to Houston. One of those teams. They look very much like that. But he's playing great, and he's making great plays. If you see the plays that he's making great plays.
He's the best deep ball thrower in the league this year. He's just he's been
they got some
he's
good
been phenomenal.
threats.
Do they?
Yeah. Mac Hollins. I miss Mac Hollins right now. He was the best receiver on the Bills last year.
We
lost our best receiver.
And he says Mac Hollins.
Are you kidding me? He was the best receiver for the Bills in the AFC Championship game.
Come on.
Oh my goodness.
I like Mac Hollins, but come on.
Listen, he's also he's a glue guy. Like the whole Bills team was wearing no shoes last year because of him.
Yeah.
By the way, he has a hilarious TikTok where he does house stuff around the house. Like folding shit. It's actually
how could any
genius.
team survive losing Mac Hollins?
He would be our best receiver right now, probably.
Commanders.
When is Jaden going to come back?
I would be your second best. Probably. I don't know when Jaden's coming back.
If Jaden was in that game last night, I think we would have had a real tight game. I think we have a great game last night. But
they're 3-5. I had originally put them in the potential wild cards section. I think they're just straight up missing the playoffs. That would be here. French wild cards.
But
I guess I'll still put them there, but
okay, look, I haven't seen them play enough. They're 3-5, so their division. What's the Cowboys' record again?
3-4.
3-4. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's probably about right. I think I'm still on them from last year because really the only time I've seen them play, it takes a lot to change my opinion on a team. I have to watch the game. Just seeing highlights, look, the Colts are going to come up and I'm like, I don't know. No.
I'm moving them down for this reason.
Why?
Their next two games are against the Seahawks and the Lions. And
yeah, that's bad.
There's no way they're winning those games.
When is Daniels going to come back?
Don't know, but okay. I don't think I think if they lose those two games, why bring him back, right? Why force the issue? You're going to be 3-7, and then what?
You win 6.
So if he's not back this week,
no. Listen, they're not that many good teams in the NFC. Okay, Eagles,
everyone
Chargers,
already has 5 wins.
Packers. Bucks.
I mean, the 7 seed.
You got 4 Lions.
But the 7 seed
5.
right now. The 7 seed right now is the 49ers, who are 5-3. The Commanders are 3-5, and are playing possibly the 2 best teams in the NFC. 2 of the 3 best teams in the NFC potentially, and they're probably going to lose those games, and they're going to be sitting there at 3-7 at best. I mean,
I think they're better than the teams in that row. If I'm just looking at this as tiers, I think they're better than those teams.
I think they're missing the playoffs.
They have the same record basically as the Cowboys. I don't think the Cowboys are making the playoffs either. They lost
to the Cowboys by 22 points.
Okay, well, listen, the teams the teams in the fringe wild card, there's not one of them right now that I think is going to make the playoffs.
Same.
I'm just saying. Yeah, so that's why I think Washington should be in that list. Because they're
Washington's
better
already
than the other teams.
I mean, I'm fine. We'll put them in that list.
Okay.
We'll put them right here. All right.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna make them I actually think they're between.
I'm gonna make them a little smaller though.
I think they're actually between Dallas and the Bears.
I'm gonna make them. They did beat the Bears. I'm gonna make them a little smaller.
Yeah, right there. Boom.
I'm gonna make them really small though.
Okay.
They should change that logo.
They don't even know what their logo is, so you can make it really small.
They should change it to an L. All right, we got the
Saints. Frisky. What's their record?
I've really enjoyed this cadence of me naming a team and then you hit me with what's the record?
What's the record?
They are 1-7. They're on a 3-game losing streak. They've only beaten the Giants.
Okay, but can I just say, like the Jets, the coach has done a good job of keeping that morale and locker room as far as I've seen. Because I saw the Bills game and I wasn't expecting that tough of a game. And they do have some talent. Now, they might be, there's a lot of rumors on they're going to be trading some of these folks like Olave and the other wide receivers, the other
trades
speed guy.
Don't really happen, though, but yeah.
Before
this
the
past
trade
week, Rattler got benched and Tyler Shuck played for the first time.
Okay, Rattler was doing okay.
It was like no different.
Apparently not.
I don't know who's the starter's going to be this week. Tyler Shuck, a rookie, their rookie quarterback, he's like 10 days older than Trevor Lawrence.
Really? Oh, it was one of the COVID situations, right? Because he played like
yeah. He was Justin Herbert's backup his freshman year, I think.
Nice.
Anyway,
at Oregon. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then he eventually ended up. I think Louisville was his last stop.
Oh.
All right, the 49ers.
So he played behind possibly two NFL quarterbacks. Because the kid in Oregon is now also Denver quarterback, right?
Oh, yeah, I don't think they were there at the same time though.
No, okay.
Because Nix was only in Oregon for a year. He was at Auburn before that.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Okay,
right, what was the team?
49ers.
Oh, 49ers.
49ers.
This row is getting crowded. Yeah.
I had them here.
And they did what they did yesterday.
Man, it's kind of a tough road for them. They're currently in 7th in the NFC. The fact they already have 5 wins is good, obviously. But
that's their peak.
It could go bad.
Where you have them right now, that's their peak. And with the injuries, they're probably one row down.
It could, it could go real bad.
I do respect the job that Shanahan's doing right now.
Well, here's the cheat code.
Other than I don't know what the heck happened this week. Yeah.
Here's the cheat code for them. Their schedule, they go to the Giants next, and then they have a couple division games with the Rams and Cardinals. Then they play the Panthers, Browns, Titans before getting the Colts, Bears, and Seahawks to finish it up. So they have very winnable games left.
Who's the quarterback?
I mean, it's going to be Brock Purdy when he comes back.
But when is he coming back? Is this the question?
I think this week.
Is he? Okay. Okay.
I think.
Okay.
Are they on bye this week?
I just feel Mac played well that one game, and then I don't know how many games you're going to get out of him.
They don't have their bye until late. Their bye's not until week 14.
Ooh, I like a late bye.
I think Purdy's coming back this week.
Okay. I guess
not a long shot for Brock Purdy to play in week 9 was Kyle Shanahan's quote. Kyle Shanahan, famously honest on his
I was gonna say
on his yeah. All right, Seattle. I am very bullish on Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
I think they've been fantastic this year.
The Seattle's great.
I'm good with putting them like here
in there. Whoa. I would put, if you're gonna put them there, then I'm putting them behind the Bucks
because the Bucks beat them.
Yeah, and also I don't know. I just feel like that's where they're at. I think they're better than the Patriots and Bills. They played very good, and Darnold has played very good. Boy, Minnesota, you think they're regretting that right now?
I don't know. Let's talk about them because I just pulled them. Weird situation there. With JJ McCarthy.
And you think because they're not dumb, obviously. I think O'Connell's a very good coach. The GM's a very good, very smart.
What's weird about them this year is that their defense is not good anymore. They have kind of taken a step back in recent weeks on defense.
It might be a hope situation. We don't feel like your offense can score any points. Defense is like
you're really buying
80%.
Into that.
It's like 80% effort. Defense is like 80% effort.
Oh, God.
85% effort.
I thought we were going to get out of this without you saying the word effort.
Effort scores.
Yeah. I think they're missing the playoffs.
No, but do you think that when they were making this decision, they took a sort of analytics view and just were like, listen, you're going to win a Super Bowl one of two ways. One, you have one of the best quarterbacks in the league, like a Hall of Fame level quarterback, or two, you build a roster around a rookie quarterback on a cheap on a cheap contract. Like, is that what they did? Is like they just looked at it objectively. These are the two paths to winning a Super Bowl. And if you can't do that, then you're in the mediocrity forever. And they just didn't think of Darnold as good enough to look at the row here that we have of our Super Bowl contenders. Look at those quarterbacks.
Yeah, I think a lot of it also is a little bit of hubris on the part of Kevin O'Connell, thinking that he could turn anyone into a quarterback.
But that's what the the Shanahan tree sort of does, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
The only guy who sort of broke from that was McVay when he said, "No Goff. I need Stafford." And it turned out Goff was actually good.
Yeah.
You just got to protect it.
Yeah.
But maybe it was a personality thing. I think McVay, maybe it was a personality thing. I think he loves Stafford. Like, I hear him talk about Stafford. This dude loves Stafford. Stafford's great, but I think he just likes him as a dude. Maybe he didn't get along with Goff. I don't know.
Maybe.
Wow, wait, you got the Vikings that low, huh?
I do. I think they're missing the playoffs. All right, next we got the Broncos, who just beat up on the Cowboys.
See, they're playoffs team?
They're a playoff team. I mean, they should have beaten the Colts. Like, I say that a lot, but they literally should have behind
the
Colts.
Chargers, but yeah.
They haven't played yet, so we'll see. I like that. I think the Broncos are really good. That's
not a big.
Yeah, you're not a big Bo Nix guy.
Well, we're not. I'm not a big Bo Nix guy. I do think Peyton's a good coach, but I'm not like. I don't know. Why is he still taking shots at Russ? Like, relax.
Yeah,
Jesus,
that seems unnecessary.
Totally unnecessary.
Tool behavior. All right.
Okay, look. My reason for the Chargers ahead of the Broncos is just the peak of the quarterback. That's all.
That's fair.
Yeah. I like Harbaugh. I like Harbaugh.
Yeah.
Peyton's a good coach. I just like Harbaugh. Yeah. Colts. Colts. This is where I'm like an old man on a porch where I'm like, in my day, the Colts suck last year. I have to watch them play a full game. Like, I can't just watch the highlights and be like, the Colts are good. Like, I know Jonathan Taylor is great.
What do you think the Colts record was last year? Just don't think about it too hard.
9-7. That's not 17 games. You see where I'm stuck?
They were
my mind is?
You're in the ballpark. They were 8-9. They were like they were like in the AFC South race.
Yeah.
Late in the season.
Yeah. No, I know, but I don't know that they're like right now they're 7-1, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's hard for my brain to be like, that's the best team in the league. And it's hard also for my brain to be like, they're a Super Bowl contender. So like, I want to put them in the third tier.
At some point.
And I know they're 7-1. I know.
At some point, you got to believe what you're seeing.
Like every generation grows up with biases. Like, talk to an old person and you're going to be like, what? You think that? What is going on? And like, this is how I am right now in the NFL. Like, I'm an old person. I'm like, no, the Colts, back in my day, we bullied them.
It was a different time.
We're not. I don't know what's.
No, listen. I mean, they have the best offense.
They haven't been good since Peyton
of all time.
Yeah, I know, that's crazy.
Statistically, they have the best offense of all time.
This is like a Houston Rockets situation here.
Sure, but they're actually like blowing teams out and like looking dominant.
Taylor is great. Jonathan Taylor is great. By the way, do you know which running back has the highest EPA? Whatever, expected over average in the league?
It's James Cook.
Yeah, it is. Cook.
Yeah, you love that. You love that.
EPA per play. That's my stat for running backs.
You love it. I don't think it was EPA per play. I think it was
It's something yards over expected. I like yards over expected. That makes sense to me.
Sure.
Because it's not. You're not just comparing like any random play. You're like, oh, in this play, this is where he should have been tackled, and look at how many more yards he got. At least that's my understanding. Is that right?
It's even more arbitrary.
Oh, okay. What does it tell me?
What is an expected yard? Who decides how many yards to expect on a play?
Because they're like, this is where you should have been tackled, but look how many yards he got.
Yeah, that's by definition objective. Or sorry, subjective.
Subjective. I was going to agree with you when you said objective.
I'm tired. I want to go to sleep as soon as possible.
But can you imagine he has more yards over expected than Taylor? Taylor's had huge runs. So are they saying like, yeah, any running back could have finished those runs? He's had long runs.
They're not saying. That's not what they're saying.
That's sort of what they're saying. But they're saying.
Wait, what is Taylor second?
I don't know. Probably. Probably. But what I'm saying is like Cook doesn't have a ton of long runs, but he has a ton of 10-yard runs. So I think what they're saying is like, hey, those 10-yard runs should really be 3 or 4-yard runs. This dude is well over expected. Like even in this game, he ran for 216 yards. He had like a 25-yard touchdown. Everything else, he averaged like 11 yards per run. And he was actually doing it. It's not like he averaged that, but if he took away an 80-yard run, it's actually 5 yards. Like he didn't have a long run. He actually ran the ball every time for like 10 or 11 yards.
Okay. James Cook is number 1 in rushing yards over expected with 225.
Incredible.
Jonathan Taylor's number 2 with 203.
Yeah. They've played one more game. They haven't had a bye.
Okay.
That doesn't affect this averages.
No,
actually, that does affect it.
No, it affects it.
Yeah, it affects it. And can we just take out the Atlanta game where Cook was standing next to me all game? They didn't even give him the ball that game.
Okay, yeah. If you look at efficiency, it's Taylor has the edge in efficiency.
Taylor has more total yards, but yeah, Cook. Yeah, love Cook. Was that we did all the teams? No more teams left?
No more teams left, and no more energy left for me.
We didn't talk about gambling. Hey, you had a good podcast last week.
Thank you.
You had an actual celeb on. I gotta continue.
I have a celeb on every week, and his name is Devesh. And where can we find you?
On here. You can find me right here.
This is the only place we can find you.
Right now. Yeah. But I do have a Love of Sports channel, which I need to post and
Yeah.
You gotta get. Yeah. I need an editor to edit that channel for me.
Me too.
You need an editor for this channel too. I think we should just do live. We should just go live. We should just go live every week. Just live. No editing. I say
don't
something.
Do that much editing, to be honest.
Get ejected. Yeah,
anymore.
That's true. Hey, Red Sox.
Yeah.
Just noticed that.
Go Sox. All right. We should call it a day. Enjoy the football games this week. Hopefully they're better than they were last week. You should try to watch. You should try to watch Game 4 of the World Series tonight. Shohei Ohtani.
Is he pitching?
He's pitching. He's batting leadoff. He's doing things that we have never.
What time is this
before.
game on?
Well, it starts at 8 p.m. Eastern time.
Okay.
And it ends.
And who are they playing? Who are they playing? Are they playing Canadian team?
They're playing the Toronto Blue Jays.
Oh. I don't feel like I have to root for Toronto because it's close to Buffalo. I don't feel that at all.
Okay.
But some of the Bills players are wearing Toronto stuff. Also the same Vince Carter is part of the ownership group.
Is he? I didn't know that.
He's part of the Bills ownership group, and I think he's also part of the.
Well, the game starts at 8, and it ends sometime between 10 and 3 a.m. Probably it could go longer, honestly. So enjoy.
I'm not watching that much of it. Wait, how did they do the pitching when that happened yesterday?
Oh,
they lose 2 starters.
No, they used like their entire bullpen. They used like their entire bullpens, and then
is Ohtani going to have to pitch 9 tonight? He's going to have to pitch 18.
I mean, their pitching is pretty stretched, and they have games on back-to-back days.
Both teams, though, right?
Yeah.
What's the
how many call anyone up or anything?
So what's the series like?
It's 2-1 Dodgers.
Okay.
So last night was huge. Like it kind of
the
Blue Jays not getting that game was kind of it. Honestly, maybe not.
Well, the odd games are huge, but tonight will be huge too if they go up 3-1.
It's the World Series. I think every
game's big, right? Huh?
It's kind of important, but
who does Toronto
you should watch
have?
it. Who do they have?
Yeah,
lots of. They have like 26 guys.
Are there a lot of Blue Jays in Toronto?
I don't know. I assume so. There are a lot of Blue Jays everywhere, right?
Yeah, we got a lot of Blue Jays here, I was going to say. I don't know. We also have a lot of Maple Leafs here.
Yeah, that's true. We have them here,
We
too.
have no Raptors here, though, thankfully. I would move.
That's why they had to... That's why
those are actually in Toronto.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, all right. Well, we covered everything. Enjoy the rest of your week.
What's next week?
What do you mean? What's next week?
Like, what are we doing? What are we going to do next week? You think? Well, probably Bills, Chiefs. A little bit of that.
Yeah, probably going to talk about the Bills and the Chiefs. Probably going to talk about Shohei Ohtani throwing a perfect game.
Yeah.
In game 4.
Maybe there'll be some more betting busts.
We can get into that. I didn't have a lot to say about that. I mean,
yeah. Well, my thing was just that it's not.
We don't
great.
have to get into it now.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get into that next time.
It's not as bad as Donaghy, though. Can we agree on that? That was way worse.
Now you got a league that's had it at 3 different levels. You've had it at the ref level, you've had it at the coach level, you've had it at the player level, and it's also the thing that like every call in the NBA is a subjective pass interference call. So it's the for a bitter sports fan, it's the game is fixed thing. So like now you have this issue in an area where you're like, this is what the criticism is of folks who watch the league. So just a horrible situation for the league in terms of, brand.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like the area that you don't want it. Like that's the
it
spot.
Sucks too, because like Wemby should be the story.
Yeah.
Of the NBA
He's
right now.
Great.
And
great.
Yeah, that's what we'll talk about next week. We will the amount of time we spent on Shohei Ohtani at the top of this one.
Oh,
we're gonna
that's actually a great comp. That's a great comp
on Wemby.
But Ohtani is he's not Wemby's. It's the physical.
He's a freak.
Skill, but it's the physical. But Ohtani,
it's just like
there's a lot of guys built like Ohtani, but his skill, it's his skill, I think. Right,
he is built. He is built different.
Dude.
Yeah, he's a big dude. He's a very big dude. He's a very big, strong, big, strong individual.
But there's guys like that
hair. His hair is great. He has great hair too.
Yeah,
man.
He has gray hair.
Great.
Oh,
great hair.
Yeah.
Great hair.
Yeah. No.
All right.
He should have a lot of opportunities. And
there's also a gambling angle to talk about with Ohtani. I don't know how into the.
What's the gambling angle?
Oh, how is the interpreter stole millions of dollars from him?
Oh yeah.
To fund a gambling addiction, allegedly. Although he's in prison for it.
Nice. So he did it.
That's how the justice system works. All right. Well, that'll do it for our standing of the justice system. Devesh, you take care.